Welcome back to Weekend Movie Bros. Where I'm Jacob, and that is Idiot.
Very
Idiot, who are
nice.
you?
Very nice.
Who are you?
I'm Ray.
Ah, yes, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Big head equal Ray.
So this is my birthday commentary, and thanks for bringing Thanks for bringing it down a little bit there.
No
Thought it'd be
problem.
nice
Oh,
on
I'm
this.
not gonna be nice. Honestly, if it's your birthday movie commentary, I should be a little bit extra,
But I
pushy.
chose a movie you can't be mean to, though. Haha.
I'm sure I'm gonna find problems with this movie. I had problems when I saw it the first time.
There's
I'm
not a lot.
sure that problems will just be like, oh, so
Just don't diss on the opening. The opening is one of the best scenes in Transformers history.
the opening is actually the part that I've been like loathing the most. So
I'm going to politely ask you to fuck off.
I'm gonna like politely just like turn my body this way and stare at my books during the first 10 minutes of this movie. But it's bad.
No, it's not.
You're right. It's real bad.
Are you just being mean for the sake of being mean right now?
Guess you'll never know.
All
Me
right.
screams during the opening. Oh my god! I guess you do know.
All right. Well, if you guys can't tell, today we're going to be watching Bumblebee for my birthday commentary. This was 2018. Shed a lot of really masculine tears that year. First was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and then Bumblebee was the other one. This was
That
the
was one
crazy.
of the most nastiest lines I think I have ever heard in my life. That's okay.
Ma-
Continue. Just continue.
Masculine feels.
Just continue.
I don't know
Just
what I
con-
said.
just continue. I don't want to talk about it. We're just
I
moving
shed
on.
some tears in 2018. It
Thank
was
you.
during Spider-Man Into the
My
Spider-Verse and
God.
Bumblebee, and
Ugh.
I did not talk about this on the Into the Spider-Verse commentary, but I'll talk about it here. I got to see Into the Spider-Verse almost a week before it came out, and oddly enough, the week after it came out was the week that Bumblebee came out. So I literally went from Spider-Man to Bumblebee, back and forth. And so, yeah, it was a good 2.5, 3 weeks of movie time when I first moved here to Fairfield. It was the first moved to Fairfield was when Spider-Man and Bumblebee were coming out at the exact same time. So it was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's a really good thing we're not more famous than we are.
Why do you say that?
Well, you have now said where you lived almost by address by this point, like 40 times. And that's just concerning.
I haven't said where I lived.
Yes, you have. You
I
said
said
the state, the location, the place. It's really
no,
not hard to narrow down. You even said your job in the location.
no, I've not.
Yes, you have. We just talked about your job last podcast.
Whose fault is that?
Yours.
I don't care.
Oh, when you get murdered in the street, you know why.
You've only seen this the one time in the theaters, right?
See, Senorita.
So how you feeling going into it?
What do you mean?
Like how are
I
you
just want to
feel?
watch it. I
Well,
had no thoughts, no feelings, no opinions.
all right. Well, we are on Paramount Plus, so let's hope this works out pretty well. We haven't done this one. We haven't done this before. This is
We
our
actually
first
have not used this streaming service to
service
watch the
for.
movie. This is true.
So this is a fresh take to see how well this goes.
That's
Fingers
true.
crossed.
All I know is the closed captions suck.
Listen, there's a whole story of closed captionings with you and Paramount Plus.
Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Okay, I'm gonna hit play. We're gonna hit play together,
Hold on.
and
I'm turning on bad closed captions.
I don't need them. All right, we're gonna hit play.
Wow, hold on. I'm not done yet. There's a whole thing, okay? Just give me just 5 minutes.
You had 5 minutes.
You can choose. Do you know that, like, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is the experience. We went through such a hard time with Big Brother closed captions. This is a whole thing. There are font size, font type, font weight, font color, background color, background color. Where were this shit when I needed it like 5 months ago?
on your computer.
Now, how do I turn it? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. You ready?
Ready.
Wow.
So we're
Why did it
starting
take so long?
we're starting in 3, 2. What is up with my face? There we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
But no, I hit play. It's playing. It's great. It's good. Paramount's doing the besties.
I have an ad.
You have an ad?
Yeah, I'm on Roku. I'm watching a Star Trek Prodigy ad right now.
Okay. Well,
You
I
might have
was
to
just,
you
I
have
was
to pause.
having a great time. I'm not. I don't have an ad,
Okay,
so that makes me more special.
and hit play, Jake.
If you laugh before the joke is over, I will scream.
Is the Paramount thing on your screen?
The stars are just now coming in. If I had a con company, Allspark, Pictures, a Hasbro company, DB
JB
Pictures,
Pictures.
DB.
Oh,
That's a D,
DB.
not DP. No one. It was funny. Whatever. Really? Nothing? 10 cents. Wow, look at that horrible VFX. Honestly, just cringing looking at it. It's actually pretty cool. I would never watch a whole movie this way, but it's a pretty cool opening.
Oh, dude.
And you'll probably never get a movie like this either because Bumblebee did not do the best, sadly.
I mean, we're getting a sequel to this, technically, with 7. It's a sequel to this movie.
A makeshift sequel.
They picked such a good voice for him.
It was shooketh, I tell you. I was shooketh.
I forget, there was something else that really shooketh you at the end of last year that really blew your mind that I knew that you didn't.
I got no clue.
I think we talked about it through text.
To the Last Jedi?
No, you didn't know about someone who was in a movie, and I did.
And what?
Hang on, we talked about it in here. Oh yeah, Rafe Ians was Rasputin in Kingsman. What's your movie snack for today?
It's dinner.
What's your movie dinner for today?
Pasta.
Pizza
Basic.
and banana chips.
Disturbing.
They're good.
He is basically disturbing.
I'll give you that one.
Are you watching?
Yes.
I remember after you saw this opening, you called me and you're like, I'm not gonna tell you why, but I was dead. I died. I came back. And then I died again. And then I was like, when can I see this again? Even if the movie sucks, when can I see this again?
Honest to God. I looked at the person that went with me to see this movie for the first time. I looked at him and went, did this. Even if the rest of this film is absolute trash, I will come back and give this theater every piece of money that I know just to watch the first 10 minutes of this movie over and over and over again. If this movie was bad, I would have legit left the theater after it was over.
It's so funny. It was the first 3 minutes of this movie. We're not even 10 minutes in yet.
He's so good in this movie.
Oh, Zachary. Wipeout, the
Mm-hmm.
new one, is on
Mm-hmm.
HBO Max now.
Ooh, not good.
And it's not great. No, and it's John Cena and Nicole Breyer.
Buyer, I know.
I feel like when we see each other next time, we should watch it.
Agreed.
I'd probably enjoy it if I was watching
However,
it.
they're both doing well separately. Her special is doing very well on Netflix, and Peacemaker is getting really good early reviews.
Oh, I've read some really bad ones.
Well, I'm trying to find the positive in everything, and Rolling Stone really liked it.
Wow, the music company really liked it, guys. Not really shocking. Suicide Squad is known for its music, so they probably just listened to the soundtrack and said, "That shit's good. Give it a positive review."
Oh, shush. You're just not looking forward to it.
Well, it's from one of my least favorite movies of the year,
See?
so But I will watch it. Why? Because John Cena's hot.
Well, I'm definitely not watching it with you. Just being upfront.
Wow, that's very cold.
I'm just being honest.
You know, we could have had a moment there.
What moment?
Like a good moment. Like maybe it's the next Arcane. Sorry. Maybe it is. John Cena's in this. Haley Steinfeld's in this.
I don't know if that was an
Maybe
insult or a compliment to what Peacemaker could possibly be.
it's a mixed bag. This is a lot of John Cena and not enough Haley Steinfeld. I can tell you that much right now. Did he change cars?
Yeah. This is
When
one
did
feature I wish they would have used a lot more in the Bay movies is that they can scan whenever. They don't have to just scan one time and be done.
Yeah, but when did he scan that car?
He just did. He did before the chase started. When you were seeing through B's eyes and you look down at that car and it scanned through like yellow, that was him scanning the car.
I didn't see
You'll
that.
you'll see it again when he changes cars.
Wow, Zachary, that's a spoiler. Maybe he's that car
He's
for
a
the rest of
bug
the
in the
movie.
rest of the movie. That's in the shush.
Just can't believe you spoiled me like that. I thought we were friends.
Jacob, how old is this film?
Not very old.
2018.
That's like not very old. And to be fair, this did quite horrible in theaters. So the likely chance of someone popping in here and being like, "Oh, I've seen Bumblebee," is actually really rare. So keep your spoilers to yourself. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a harpoon.
This is the
Don't
most synced we've ever been. Nothing better happen here.
Well, don't pause anything. Don't take a piss. Don't do anything. Just stay there. Normally, it's you who throws us off. You hit the pause for some odd reason. Well, except him. I want to hurt him. Him, I would like to kill. But how do you know what the Air Force is, Bumblebee?
This was the only thing that agitated me for half a second. Is that he has the color scheme of Starscream, and we all thought was Starscream for the longest time. It's Blitzwing. But it makes more sense that it's Blitzwing and not Starscream because they, you know, blitzwing him. Man, look at all this action you can perfectly see and not be Rasputed all around. You know? It's well done.
You know, I'm gonna be the odd one out here, probably. And that's okay. I actually don't mind the action in Transformers movies. I think it's pretty cool. I remember really enjoying it when I was
It's
younger.
cool, yes, but you can't understand what the hell's going on.
I kind of can't understand what's going on right now. Like they
Yes,
don't
you
explain their
can.
power. They don't explain their power sets. They don't explain why they can do all these things. There is no
What?
explanation.
Okay, Jacob, shush.
So, like, you know, if you really want to get points here, it's a failure.
You know what the worst part about all this is? Is that you're bad mouthing my movie. I can't even bad mouth yours when we do yours.
Now, my movie is perfect. So, sorry. It is just what it is.
You can at least try to enjoy yourself.
I'm enjoying myself. You're just saying you understand everything. That's because you have so much background knowledge on Transformers. I don't have that background knowledge. I don't understand everything. So don't try to be above me. Are you eating an omelet?
No, I'm eating pizza.
Oh, it looked like an omelet, and I was jealous. Now I'm not jealous anymore. Now I'm just disturbed. See, wouldn't it suck if that was Starscream though? Because like he just blew up.
Yeah.
What a great movie cameo. That no one at. Oh, sorry.
In 2 movies, fucking Starscream gets killed by a missile in his chest and the head and a missile in his chest by a human. What a way to go. But no, he got killed. It was Blitzwing that got killed.
Honestly, it's a little repetitive. Yeah, they could have used some originality here.
Oh, good. You know, I've been looking forward to this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Keep looking. I know I'm funny. You don't have to tell me, Zachary.
Okay, right here.
Okay, I'm right here. He's going into the water.
Watch.
He just fell into the water.
Okay, do you see
He
him
says
scanning?
memory core. Yes.
Okay. He's going to look at the bug. It's going to go all yellow. That's him scanning the car.
Hey, Zachary. That was a high spoiler. I didn't know he was going to go to the bug.
Oh. You're making me shake pizza.
Well, you're also eating pizza wrong, so like it's fine. All right, the movie's great
Call
again.
me out there, buddy.
You're welcome. The movie's good again. It's all good. I shouldn't have a problem for the rest of the movie.
I highly
The
doubt
first
that to be true.
12 minutes, big questionable. Hello, Kate. Hello, Dickinson. Hello, Vi. Hello, whatever your name is in this movie that I don't remember.
Nice hair.
At least it looks better than you eating your pizza. That was a mood. You know, the hair was a choice on the costume design part. She pulls it off, but it was a fucking
We're
choice.
in the
That's for sure.
80s.
Still was a fucking choice. Okay. Wow, Zachary chose a movie about a birthday for his birthday. He feels pretty proud about it, but honestly, I'm cringing on the inside. We should have watched 16 Wishes with Debbie Ryan.
Huh?
What? I love how we're watching this in the dead of winter, when obviously this is a direct summer movie.
Well, this movie came out in the dead of winter.
That was a choice. This feels more like a 4th of July kind of film. It would have failed there too, but at least it would have been seasonal. There just wasn't really great hype around it. I'm sorry. The trailers were doing really well. It made abysmal
Can we
350
just watch the
million.
movie?
No. You asked. I just answered.
I didn't ask.
You did ask. You asked, can we just watch the movie?
I did.
I said no. What a whore. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
So not sad. Definitely know that he's in her vagina when they get home. They're taking different cars. Maybe not. She could be a good Catholic girl. It could be her ass instead. Anal does equal purity.
You were in a. Man, you're in a mood this evening.
Should have probably thought about that one before saying that loud, but I did not.
Man, kid-friendly movie just got eviscerated by a comment.
You okay with that?
Can't stop thinking about now.
Which one? What?
Both.
Oh, that's what she said. Or he. I mean,
Can you
judgment.
stop?
Everybody
That's
has
when we were
multiple
supposed
holes.
to go. That's what she said.
Everybody has multiple holes.
That's
It
what
could
she
be
said.
anybody. That makes no sense. If everybody has multiple holes, then isn't that what they said? I know I'm right. Now, excuse me, Haley Steinfeld's about to fight our dream car. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Get the fuck away. There's a beehive. There's a fucking beehive. Get the fuck away. Go. Just run. In any direction. Now sit down. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Jacob don't like bees.
Ironically, Bumblebee is my favorite Transformer. This movie was written for success, but failed at the entry one. Sorry. I lied. It's fine. It's an okay movie. Like, he looks like a dick. She inserted a dick into Bumblebee.
You done?
No. She seems like that person that you would give a bad grade to, and then she'd be really mean about it. And we thought my anal joke was a lot. Yeah, honey, there's bees. Get the fuck. Yeah, run. There we go. We're making some clarity. You would think the tower would help the signal. You know, the logic there doesn't really make sense. Also, can we all agree this house is going to definitely explode by the end of this movie? They are going to be homeless in typical Transformer fashion. Yes, Jacob. But thank you, Jacob. You're welcome, Jacob.
You told me to keep my big mouth shut, so I am.
I did not. I never once said that. Oh. Oh, that's a sight to behold.
This is what if Matilda just continued to stay in that house.
Wow. We're really going down the Matilda ink. Is she going to have superpowers next?
It was a. You have to analyze everything I say.
Why are you telling me I'm analyzing everything you say? It's the look of the feet that gets me every time. That's the happiness in me. Truly. It's now my stream. I think he's dying. That may be funny to watch on screen.
What the fuck? Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Well, not great.
Wait, why did we switch?
I don't know. It's weird. I agree. There you go.
All right.
If she was 5.
Oh, no, this one's better.
I would grab his face and slam it against the counter.
I would use my newfound helmet bike and just.
Yeah.
What's that red on your bike? You don't want to know. Fair point.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just, I'm gonna cry.
And then he follows up with, and my toilets are gorgeous.
Yeah, get rid of that fucking Beatles, bee nest, whatever it is. Just
Beatles?
fuck, I don't know. It came out wrong. I was thinking Bumblebee, and then
He's called a bumblebee, not a bumble beetle.
you know what, Zachary? Do you just want to be a dick about it?
Yeah, I think I'm allowed to. Could you imagine if you could just go to a random car processor place and just them going, "Hey, it's your birthday. Here's a car." Now, if we're going off of actual logic within the real world, she would need to get the title of that car. She would, need to get proper license plates for that car. I don't know what she got. I think because it can transform into a robot, that kind of validates what it can do on the road.
No, Zachary, you still have to go to the DMV.
Could you imagine Bumblebee just poking his head out and going, "Why the fuck are they putting plates on me?"
That's my boho. That's
No,
my
no,
boho.
no. Come, no. What? Safe word? Bumble.
Why would his safe word be Bumble? His name is Bumblebee. Could you just imagine having sex and being like, Ted? But yeah, oh,
Face. How would you react in that moment?
like, yes, I know your name is Ted. No, Ted!
Yeah, we established it. It's Ted. No, Ted.
I don't understand what you mean. Continues to deal with. You understand how bad that's
Your
a bad
English
statement?
language really sucks, man. Ted. Learn more words. Oh, he's adorable.
He reminds me of a bear.
Car. I like the parents significantly more in this movie than I do in the other ones.
I'm pretty into Stable Cookie's parents. Sure, they were there for the comedy, but I laughed a lot.
Well, yeah, you laughed harder when the mother got high.
Oh my god, I was just thinking about that moment in my brain. I was like, that was such a good moment. Seriously, people, do you think it's interesting coming in here and telling me to jerk off? Because shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. It's just black screen with us two on here. I don't see the comment part.
Oh,
The
well,
what?
see what I mean?
Oh man, we're getting spammed again, aren't we?
We sure are. But don't worry. I'll take care of it. I have a question.
Yeah.
Since he is like, a car,
Mhm.
if you broke his window, would that like internally hurt him?
Um, I
If
don't
you don't
think
know the
so.
Wow, Zachary, that's disappointing. I expect you to know all facts about Transformers. Every single fact. You should know that fact.
Well, when you're looking at the inner workings of a Cybertronian, it's more about the core and their all spark. The
Yeah,
external
I'm
stuff is just extra.
okay. So if I took a blowtorch to him, he's gonna be fine.
Took a bullet to the all spark, you would kill him.
I said a blowtorch.
It would hurt him, obviously, but
If
it
I
wouldn't.
broke off his lights and his, tore off his tail.
Well, I mean, look at the other 5 movies. Bumblebee gets torn in half in the first
That's
when he
true.
loses his legs, and he's still fine even after that.
That is true. There is one thing about the Beetle though. He definitely has bigger boobs here. Oh my god, it's Emmy. It's Emmy in a
This is why
car.
Travis Knight was such a perfect choice for this movie, man.
Because they turned it into a How to Train Your Dragon.
No, because he understands animation. He understands how to make things feel emotion, and that was my biggest issue with the other 5 movies. It still is. They're soulless robots. They have no emotion. They have no feeling. Even Bumblebee, who to an extent does have emotion, doesn't have emotion. It's just all in the face, man. Especially with Bumblebee, like
Hey,
he doesn't
hey, I'm
talk.
trying to watch a movie. You know,
Hey,
it's
hey, this is a commentary.
okay. Well, then mute yourself and talk to the air. What do you want from me? I'm just kidding. You're right. It is a movie commentary, but they're having a sweet moment. Okay. Bitch, I don't know. Well, it's a mixture of both. It's his little ears that gets me every time. He has so much emotion. This is
Mhm.
true. But he's kind of like a dog, which is exactly how the dragons and How to Train a Dragon are. So I guess it makes sense.
Speaking of dragons, by the way, I watched the first
We're
episode of that.
on episode 5.
I love it.
It's all right.
Is River liking it?
Yeah, River's new favorite thing to say is, "That's not fair." Why,
Why?
River? Because it ended and there's more episodes and we can't watch them. Your sister.
Jacob, of all commentaries, why are you being the most sexually joketified during this one?
Genuinely don't know.
Of all of them?
I don't know. This is the mood I'm in. You chose the wrong night. I don't know what you want from me. Oh my god, could you imagine if we're watching Baby Geniuses right now? I'm in.
Good. No, no, no. Let me tell you this right now. During the opening of the film, when he does karate against all those angry people, and you make those 2 jokes you started off this commentary with, we would have shut this commentary off so quick. What? He does karate. The baby does
You know what?
karate.
Let's leave it a surprise, okay? It's happening this month in 2 weeks. We'll just watch it when we get there.
This was the first real WTF moment of this movie. Yeah, that. What's up, Mark?
Hi, Mark.
Do you realize in all 5 of Michael Bay's films, no human imploded?
Yeah, that is a little weird. But also,
This just
sorry,
showed how really mean the Decepticons were.
could you imagine if they're doing that the entire time and we just never knew? Like they burned people to the core, but they didn't pop them? How is Megatron? I could just see him floating down Main Street. Pop, 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 pop,
and
pop,
that's
pop.
why and that's why that line holds true still from Dark of the Moon. You're nothing but Sentinel's bitch.
Pop, pop, pop. Knee? Bee's knees? Key? Bee knees? Bee bee? Bee bee bee?
Man, you're in a mood tonight. But it makes for a good commentary.
Sorry, I got distracted by cuteness on screen.
Do you think that code word for rubber glove really means something else?
Yeah, it definitely was a condom.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same picture when it comes to that. That is the definition of a guy with bad timing.
Especially by the end of this film.
Put the hand away. Good cover. She came back with a good rebuttal.
I'm sorry. Fun fact. What about her bike? We're just gonna leave it there to get stolen? That's what we're doing
And
today?
look
Okay.
what Bumblebee will be eventually.
Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos. Okay.
You give a nice look.
Stop it. Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos.
Imagine this on screen, Jacob, changing into
Anthony
a giant,
Ramos.
you know?
Did he have brain surgery? He has a big scar on the side of his head. It looked like he had brain surgery.
Oh.
That looks like it hurts. Like he is metal. It looks like it's supposed to be cute, but he. Why is everything just a metaphor for being in the closet?
Man, Jacob bringing the hard truths.
But truly, though, Bumblebee can't be his true self. He can't love who he wants.
I love this. And this is our first look at, well, technically Drift was one of these in the Michael Bay movies, but it never did anything with this.
Hey, that was a pretty cool sequence.
Yeah, so in Age of Extinction, in the fourth one, you see Drift turn from a helicopter into the Bugatti, and that's the only time they ever do it in the movie. It's like, there you go, he can do both. And this one, they actually use both modes, and I like that very much.
See, does it look like he had brain surgery?
Yes.
Okay. I just need someone to confirm it for me.
I love this. This is one of my favorite transformation moments. Oh, it's so good.
We have seen No Way Home.
Yes, we have.
I've seen it 4 times.
3 for me. But now with everything going on, that third time was probably my last time for the time being.
But, like, the Spurgeon stuff, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, my store got affected pretty hard.
Yeah, that's what Mom said.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There was
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm very interested in what you have to say. But she has some saggy tits.
Ooh. Here, let's play a guessing game. Let's see if you can recognize the voice. Do you recognize who plays her?
No.
She's the Queen of Wakanda in Black Panther.
No.
It's Angela Bassett.
That's not Angela Bassett.
That's Angela Bassett, Jake. About to blow your mind twice.
Oh. Damn. They were really like, you know what we should do? Hire high name actors to play voice actors. That's what we should do. It worked out.
But no, I hung out with some friends over the weekend for New Year's, and one of my friends got tested and was positive for VidCon, as we will call it on stream, and I got tested while I was at work, and luckily I was negative. But with everything going on at work, I need to make sure I can still be there. So I probably won't go back to the theater till say about a month afterwards. So it'll be a little bit before I see Scream, probably.
I'll text you all the spoilers. And for one of these movies, I'll actually do it. I'll stop just being like I'm going to. And
oh, I know.
I don't know which one yet, though. Which one do I really want to ruin? That's really the big question of the year.
Just don't ruin the Batman.
There really isn't anything to ruin. You don't believe me, but there really isn't anything to ruin. Not anymore, at least, I should say. You know what's really cool, though? This movie only cost like $100 million to make. And they did all of this. I mean, most of this is like computer, you know what I mean? But like,
it's insane. Eject. Fuck yeah, you do. Oh, that's Soundwave and Ravage right there, boy. Not a satellite. That's Ravage. Not some one-eyed creepazoid.
I like the one-eyed creepazoid.
Oh my god. Oh. I really hope in 7 Megatron doesn't show up and Soundwave is the current leader of the Decepticons. We find out something happened between then and now with Megs. I think that'd be so cool. So the reason I'm saying that 7's a continuation of this story, because this happens in the 80s, right? Transformers 7 will happen in the 90s. It takes place a decade later. And so there are rumors going around that Haley might show up older, but I don't think it'll happen. I timeline wise, I don't know how old she would be. I think Seven takes place in '92, but I don't know at the top of my head. I'm guessing between '92 and '94.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see if she survives the movie.
But this is what scares me about Seven.
Zach, can
This
we
this right here.
stop? Zach, we are watching Bumblebee. We're not watching Seven, so it's very different.
Bumblebee's favorite movie is the Breakfast Club confirmed.
Which is oh, don't pop that in. No, not that one. Anything but that one. Come on. Wow. It's important both to the emotional plotline, but also I'm sure it'll be used again in an action sequence near you soon. Yeah, at least Bumblebee's not gonna pee on somebody in this movie.
Thank God. Even though
Do you
that
think he's
scene
pulling out
leads.
pulling out his guts and sticking new guts in?
She's still working with the car part. She's not working with the Cybertronian part. Just go home, buddy. Just go home. This joke is perfect for this movie. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around, desert you.
He is dead. If you haven't picked the dress yet, they'll be, just like your parents. If you have parents, I don't know. Maybe you don't have parents. I would read a short story. What happens when an Autobot and Autobot meet in the back of a field? If they can piss, they can do other things. It's not the only type of oil coming out. Not the
Oh, man.
can. Not the corn. And it's a good thing she has a big garage. Could you imagine if she's in a cramped little garage and he couldn't really fit?
Yeah, yep,
But that was a serious. Oh, you can't. What the fuck? Put down your transformer. Put it
I have to,
down.
I have to put
No,
it
no, no,
back
no.
on the display.
Put it down. We're watching a movie.
We are.
Well, actually, I'm watching the movie. You're watching the transformer in your fingers. There's a major difference. Wow. The big old poppadoes. pop. Straight to the pop. Pop, pop. Haley Steinfeld, you're an amazing actress. Big fucking guy. You missed the hug, Zachary. You can't miss the hug.
Oh, sorry. It was ruined by a moment.
So soft and tender. Kind of like Bumblebee's parents would have been. Do you think because his name is Bumblebee, he started at Little Small and started flying around and stuff?
You know? I mean, they literally call themselves Decepticons. They decept people.
Should have looked at him and said, yes. Fuck that Cold War. No, sir. Hey, look, it's Sword. Do you think that like a little ammo could sit in his like little pouch in the front?
Maybe.
When they're fighting, you just see like this little pug. Woo!
You know, in about the dozen times I've seen this film, it's never occurred to me, man, what would happen if the pug attacked?
It would be so cute. Honestly, it's what they're missing. And this is why we lock our doors. Well, that and ask murders, but like for this case, it says.
Jacob, how many people from the 80s do you know that ever locked their doors?
None. That's why there's a lot of death. Also cocaine, but like death, you know. Jesus fucking Christ, see death. Because I want to get. Never. I won't say it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're Charlie George. I tried. It just.
No,
it
you
just went-
didn't.
I did. I promise.
No.
I did. You did. No, you're right. But. Oh, he's so cute. I'm not opposed to this. She has 2 T-shirts on. Why couldn't she?
I never really put two and two together. Yeah, she does.
They're really like, he worked out for this role. How can we get him shirtless? Got it. But can we overclothe her so it just seems weird? Obviously. And can she wear the same shirt she's been wearing all movie? Yeah. Great. Glad to know that she only owns one outfit. And you're cheesy. Is chewing the scenery a little too hard for my liking.
Who is?
The doctor. See, with it being 127, that makes me believe that there was a 126, 125, 124, and so forth, equaling that there originally was a B1 and B2 that gave birth to a B3.
You sunk my battleship. That was a good one.
Just saying.
This was the perfect way to explain why he talks radio. But doesn't it make you think that Dylan O'Brien just came in for like a day and just went,
Totally.
His 4 lines are, "Sorry, I missed it. Optimus, that's not the Air Force. Run."
Hey guys, we're back to the Catholics.
Oh, I hate this scene.
The Catholics and the bum homes.
The Catholics and the bumholes. That is a triple X film I've ever heard of one.
No!
I literally about jumped in the theater when that happened. It's my favorite song from the '86 movie, and they were able to incorporate it into the film. Can we all ask the obvious question? Where did Noah get the other shirt?
Well, they stopped at the store. It's obviously hers. It's like a little small.
A little?
And that's Mimo, not Noah. Get the name right, Zachary.
Again, this will never pop up anymore in this movie. Ever. Nope.
Not past this point. Nope.
Zilch.
Not
Nada.
for a third action sequence? Maybe not.
Who knows this movie quite more than I thought he did? Nobody here. Nobody. Nope.
Well, I told you. I remember the entire thing, Zachary. This is not shocking to me.
So you know what you get to do then? Not give me any more shit for talking about the film.
Hey, Zachary, because I know the movie doesn't mean the casual viewer who stumbles upon us doesn't know the fucking movie. So,
Just leave her alone.
Maybe possibly you need to sew up your butthole because you've been using it too much. I have a different franchise for you. Human centipede.
Centipede. Your centipede. Bitch.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I know you want to do it. Do it. I can see it. Do it. Do it.
Back in the 80s, they could use all they wanted to. But now, if someone tried to do this, you'd be tackled to the ground so quickly.
It was a bad idea. Oh no! 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 Pause your movie.
Wait, what? What is happening?
Okay, so my phone, my phone, it's buffering. You hardcore buffering right now?
Oh,
What?
all I heard, Jacob, I'm not going to lie to you.
Like
This is
it?
exactly how that conversation went. Huh?
What?
This is how the conversation was going at that time. It was going, hey,
Okay, well, it buffered.
uh-huh.
What's the moral of the story? He just got done jumping on the car,
I'm at an
and now
hour
they're.
2:39.
I mean, okay, that's weird. I feel like you should be further than I am, not me further than. Wait, what's on your screen right now?
He's jumping on the car.
Well, somehow I did make it further than you. That's weird. Okay, just
So why don't you
what?
go back to an hour 2:39?
Okay. I'll tell you. Just 1 second.
You're good.
He's slattering the car. Now he's hitting the car. Now he's stomping on the car. Now he's really stomping on the car. Now he's jumping on the car. Now it's paused. Now you hit play.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Whoops, but it's fine.
Man, we had that sync going for a solid hour. I love that he thinks hiding behind the car is going to solve anything.
Yep, that screams Catholic. He's like, oh my god, I might actually get a payday this week. Yes, speed. Yeah.
That's such a good scene, man.
I mean, other than the fact that they're now officially fugitives. But we can ignore that fact.
It's so good. Fun fact: everybody thought that that police car was going to be Barricade, and this is where they actually first met, and it wasn't going to be in the first movie. But luckily, they didn't do that, and they just let it be a wholesome scene of them getting chased by a police car.
Yes, because that is so wholesome, so friendly. He's like, "You want to sleep in me?" Like, it's very. I didn't mean it badly. You just took it wrongly. So that's your fault, you
Jacob,
immature asshole.
you said, "Do you want to sleep in me?"
You know, like on the cushions. It's not like
On the cushions.
yes.
Do you want to sleep in me on the cushion? Back then, that's a huge deal. You usually want both. You usually want both Pop Tarts. You give that other Pop Tart to somebody, you know there's a real connection going on there.
Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is really bad.
Is that dog wearing an ascot?
Yes.
Stay. Pong. Ah. He's like, I have this. That's a hole. Okay.
Brighton Halls. Oh yes, because no one stole her bike. Very unrealistic.
How bad could it be?
Um, his his legs.
It's that little thumb. Just go, yeah.
I would
I would just,
run away. Yeah,
yeah,
run away. Yep. Yep,
yep.
that's where I'm at. Yep. Bye,
I,
I'm eating.
I would throw my phone halfway across the plains and just go.
Um, I'm sorry, but like,
Why
what?
worry about the dishes?
Well, um, in like just a few days, you won't have a house, so I guess she's gonna have to deal with you a lot, because you're homeless. Thanks, Bumblebee. With great seeing comes great responsibilities. Um, well, that seems to be an issue. Stay in the vehicle. Can't you tell this is a ruse?
Goodbye.
Not by choice, in her defense.
That's so sick.
The fucking military, I tell you. Wow. You know, that could have killed her. That's a lawsuit.
It's the hand grab, man.
I'm sure it's probably just, you know, they're probably just going to bury her in like Air Force, like 57 or whatever. But like, it's still a lawsuit.
Air Force 57. What kind of brigade are you part of?
Also, well, she kept her room intact. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure they're there to talk to her, you know, the government officials. So actually sending her away from the conversation. Oh my God, Rod. Read the room.
I just have to show you this because my cat is weird. Look at my cat.
It's a mood.
She's all just curled up in a ball.
My cat's sleeping while sitting up.
What?
Yep. Emmy is currently sitting up and sleeping.
I need to witness this.
No, sorry. My camera is exactly where it needs to be. It will not be moving. You're just
Can
gonna
you take a picture?
Yep, just gonna take my word on that one. Wow, there's a lot of butts in this movie. If you catch my I'll just Hey Zachary, it's you. You know, just with he has better hair, but like that's it. Sorry. He takes care of it. You don't. Why did you mute yourself? What is going on?
To be honest, I thought that would be you. But, you know, surprise.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. We have a torture sequence. We have to watch this in detail to describe it in detail to the audience member. So they just grabbed his breast. Now they pushed him away. Don't pull away. Let me see the brutalness of it. No. She's like, I already got shocked once today. It's fine. Oh. I wonder why we're liquid like white liquid
Why we're wicked?
liquid. Yeah.
Wicked?
Huh.
If any kid told their mother, please stay away from their chambers, they would be highly suspicious.
Do you know why they don't use that in other movies, Zachary? Because it's way too OP. That's why it is. It's like, oh shit, oh no, what's going on? They just turned to a helicopter. Optimus, could you turn to a helicopter? No, sorry about that. I'm just this old raggedy truck.
That's an actual physical prop she's using.
You know, it's really sad. They only have one shock. You know, like a good taser. You can hold down that button for like a minute.
One shock, one opportunity.
Well, she shot him like 5 times, so that's enough opportunities for a lifetime. Okay.
That was a reference slash joke to Eminem's "One Shot, One Opportunity," but you know, phew.
Yeah, I don't like Eminem, so you know, I'll let it fly. No, 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 no. Memory restoring, which means I can kick everybody's ass now. Thank God. Still can't talk, but at least I can kick your ass. No,
His
singing a good
voice
tune.
box got ripped out. Of course he can't talk.
He doesn't know that. It's a traumatic experience. Don't worry, he's gonna soon learn. Ow! That's gonna leave a bruise in the morning.
Wait, his name's Venmo?
Memo.
Venmo? Oh, his name was Venmo.
Wow. His parents were ahead of the curve. What'd you get for your birthday? $2. It was sent to me via mail.
You know, I like
Right.
that idea. And our son's name, mail and money, mail and Venmo. Venmo.
Coffee. Mail. Only if I had a smart device. The fucking harpoons. Oh. The thing is, you know, John Cena is really not the bad guy in this movie.
No.
So, like, did he really deserve that?
He slammed down the only thing Bumblebee cares
I
about.
get it. I get Zachary. You don't have to explain every little detail at all times. Just kidding. I am. Thank you for explaining. It means the world to me.
Oh, shut up.
Look at my little heart palpitations. So is it not okay that I just murdered like 40 people? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh wait, they're asleep like Batman.
Believe me, I've come to appreciate and realize no one's sleeping in BVS. And after watching Zack Snyder's Justice League last night, no one's sleeping in that one either. You can instantly tell that that he's no longer feels like a lost puppy. He understands what he has to do now. I love that. There is no like quick minute for him to go, I don't know what to do. He knows exactly what to do. So much cheek talk in this movie. And this commentary. This should be called the Bumblebutt commentary. That's what it should be called. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No! No! Jacob, you stop that. You stop that typing. We can't put this on YouTube. It's called the Bumblebutt commentary. And we can't put a butt in the picture.
It's now Bumble Princey's butt B.
Bumblebutt beat.
And it's BUTT. Okay. Otis is like, I am the prize joy of this family. Do not tell me to shut the fuck up. That was that look. And of course, they gotta redeem Ron.
Hey, this is a good moment for Ron.
That's a fucking horrible.
Oh, time for some face ripping. Yes, because Miami Vice is a great way to test your driving skills.
The pure luck of that scene, the coincidences, like whole 9 yards. It's a cool sequence, but it's so unbelievable. It's not even funny. It actually kind of hurts my soul.
It was a loose.
Well,
That's fair.
yeah, it's fair. Zachary would have upchucked the minute he got in that car. So at least Otis has much more calm and cool.
Is this just shit on your brother day? Is that what today is?
I'm sorry, I thought that was every day. Zachary's like, and I have a weekly movie bros with him. Why? I do movie commentaries weekly. Why? We have a podcast. Why? Oh, genuinely good questions you can ask him on a different day.
We're not doing content for the channel.
Exactly. Want a Q&A? Send in a question. Why the fuck do you let your brother treat you this way?
The answer can't go into detail.
Yep. Oh. And I'm in the trash. What a day. But guys, remember, she's a great diver.
Why would that matter right now, Jacob?
I don't know, but it might. Soon. Fridge.
Do you feel good about what you just said?
What? It's like the fridge. See, fights like this is really cool, and I have to commemorate the movie for this because it's very layered.
Yeah. It's not just, a bunch of robots, let's smash them all to pieces and make explosions happen. Like, there's stakes to the fight.
Yeah.
And they shoot the action really well.
Bumblebee, did you go to Black Widow school? Dang, that was a nice punch. Like that was a nice.
That's
That was
so cool. That's something they do in the cartoon actively.
hit people with poles.
No, transform back into cars and transform back into robots, and they're constantly converting during the fight. And I love the fact that they do that in this movie. It's so cool.
Equaling the countdown because nothing can just do it normally. Like there really never is that one moment where it's like we did it in one go. There's not like a 50% countdown to go through.
I will say there is only one thing I really miss from the Michael Bay movies, and I wish they would have brought it over with this one just to keep the music consistent. Is Steve Jablonsky? He's done the scores for all 5 movies, and the score of this movie is good. Don't get me wrong, I love the score of this movie. It's just I recognize his themes for the Transformers. This is cool. That's dope. That's dope.
It's called Revenge
That's so cool.
of the Fallen.
Fuck that
Arguably
movie.
the best Transformer movie of all time.
Besides Bumblebee, this will be the first Transformers movie we've done. Technically, we could do other ones if you wanted to.
For some reason, Zachary really wants me to put me through the last night.
I really, 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 really do. It'd be a fun time.
It's just a little too long,
So are the other ones.
Yeah, but at least they have substance.
When's the last time you watched Last Night?
Well, when I saw it in theaters.
Okay. So how do you know if it doesn't have substance or not?
Because I saw it in theaters. I think that's pretty simple.
And you think Revenge of the Fallen has substance?
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, it does have substance. It has racist robots. It has
meaningless
characters.
It really truly didn't age well, and I respect that by not respecting it at all. But like honestly, can we say like any movie but Bumblebee aged well?
None of them did.
Exactly. So like
Bumblebee
like
continues to age like fine wine.
It's like the definition of Michael Bay.
This movie is it's so good. It's so good.
Oh. You know what? I can't be bad. Now that I know that's Angela Bassett, like I kind of support it. Like, yeah, murder him.
She's so good in the role too. This was the one Transformers film instance where I wish they didn't kill off the Decepticons. I would have loved to have seen them come
Hey, I
back.
don't know that she dies, so I don't remember. So you really did just ruin it. Oh, now I remember.
There you go. Oy. She was thinking to herself, "Man, my back is killing me." Oh, too late.
Only if I had a Andrew Garfield near.
he just ran. He just randomly comes in. No.
No, my back is killing me. Can we
Oh,
pop that?
wait. Are we okay to talk about that?
They don't know what I'm referencing. That was a very obscure, if you know reference, Zachary.
I just don't feel comfortable talking about things.
Oh
From things.
my god. Pop. I don't like that.
Hey, look. Look, it's the shit. Hey,
Hey.
look, it's the.
Did she dive? Oh my god, she did. There's a hand. There's an even bigger hand. There's a body. There's an even bigger body.
Okay, we get it.
There's a head. Hold on. Still waiting. There's a small man.
There's a small man. Tell it to John Cena's face.
Never. I'll tell him he has a big penis. I think that'll make him happier. Small man, big body. You know, the third leg.
Small man, big.
He also has a big butt. Speaking of butts. This is really a butt.
This has been a very butt forward commentary.
Wait, butt forward? Does that mean we were against butts before?
No,
Honestly, that looked like he was saying, fuck you! I understand the reference, but that was the vibe. They're like, John Cena, give us something. Any type of emotion. How about a tiny little smile? I think that would work. Okay, here we go.
this is Sector
Mom.
7. Your boy needs picked up at the harbor. Thank you.
Ignore the rubble. The rubble. Also, he's a bit bloody. But that's not the government's fault.
He might need a sling for his arm. Maybe. I don't know. Get it checked.
I am not the Wikuki to your Sam. The LaBeouf to your Shyla. Your cringe to my heart.
I'm not the Mark to your Wahlberg.
You're, mm, you're dragon to my hand.
By the way, I never really put it together, but do you think the reason they made Mark Wahlberg the father in those movies is to just make the parent more apparent in the movie and not just a separate side thing? Because you think about it, it's just Shia in the first three, and
I'm
then
just
in 4 and
saying.
5,
You are just subtyped. You know. This is why
what?
you just This is why it's Jacob and the idiot, not idiot and Jacob. Just kidding. He's a very smart cookie. Bumblebee kind of reminds me of Taskmaster.
Huh? How pissed would you be to find out your car could have been a Camaro the whole time? Kind of like that.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get home? Like it's a.
I never thought of that. You should just walk home.
It's a
It was
cute
the Golden
moment.
Gate Bridge. It's
And
kind of far from where she lives. Oh my god. That's prime.
yeah, but how's she gonna get home?
She's gonna walk her merry ass there.
I got jumped off by the bridge for some reason. I don't know.
4 hours later. How'd you get here? Long walk.
I'm a part of an underground wrestling machine.
It's not Fight Club.
The first thing about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. We're talking about Fight Club right now. Shut the fuck up, Phil!
That'd be a fun commentary.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day, never. Yeah, but what about our house, sweetie?
I think the government's gonna pay for that to get fixed, probably.
They could use some upgrades. How's she still standing? My feet would hurt.
They could make it out to where Anthony Ramos is the son of these two.
Oh, it's trying to get me to watch Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Wait,
Oh,
we're not done.
There's an end credit scene. Why are you trying to move on so fast, Paramount?
Why go to shit when we can finish the movie? And there are several of our new castmates.
That we might or might not get.
We are getting in 7.
Are we there?
Yes. Including a cheetah, a rhino, and a gorilla.
Stop it. I will evict myself from the movie theater when they show up.
Why?
It was a good song.
Oh
See, she
boy,
can write one good movie.
she can write.
Just one movie. That's it. That's all she got.
She put everything on the table, and boy did it deliver. Good lord, I had to try to explain to Dad what producer meant yesterday.
What? I can't hear you.
I had to explain to Dad what a producer was. And he was like, "So what's a producer do for a movie?" I'm like, "They basically fund the film. They go, here you go, enjoy."
There's a lot of other things they do. That's a very
Jacob,
simplification.
I always used, ironically, Transformers as an example. It was directed by Michael Bay, right? But Steven Spielberg produced it. That man was never on set once.
You
They were
don't know
like,
that.
yeah,
No, you don't.
yeah, they talked about it.
I have a question, Zachary. Can you answer this truthfully, please? Were
Sure.
you on set of Transformers?
No,
So, I have another question. Answer truthfully, please. How the fuck would you know? Right, you would.
I've listened
Oh,
to
no.
interviews.
Oh, wow, interviews. That's so cute.
That's legit information.
Here, hold on. There we go. I succeeded where you failed. A nice good old clap.
I don't
All
think
right,
there's
Zachary.
anything else.
There isn't. I already exited out of the movie.
Then how do you
Keep going.
know? Just your question, and answer truthfully. How would you know?
I fast forward to the end to see by a quick little scroll. You know, pretty simple, honestly. Because what they could have done is that they could have split up the end credit scene to two end credit scenes. So the first one being the like them falling and then it
Yeah.
stopping, going into the entire credits, and then the last one being her driving off into the sunset. That's what they should have done, but they put both together. But that's just me.
Okay, so just for a little bit of fun facts here, we had Dylan O'Brien voicing Bumblebee at the beginning of this movie. Obviously, Peter Cullen, Angela Bassett voiced Shatter, Justin Theroux voiced
Yep.
Dropkick. Trying to look here. David Soblo voiced Blitzwing. Stephen Blum voiced Wheeljack, which is a very famous voice actor within Transformers. John Bailey voiced Shockwave and Soundwave. He's been voicing Shockwave and Soundwave for a couple of years now. Trying to see if there's anybody else that we would that I would know at the top of my head. No. But the easiest person to get for this movie were actually two of them. It was Angela Bassett and O'Brien. Brian really wanted to do it, but when he realized how short the short it was, he was like, "Well, can I come back for another one? Maybe." I'm like, and we'll see what the story goes with. And unfortunately, if we're going off the actual timeline of Transformers, he never gets his voice back until miraculously when he has to save Optimus Prime from himself in 5. So it's not even him.
Somehow I forget that moment, but that's okay.
Well, evil Optimus Prime, but Bumblebee can disassemble himself and put himself back together.
I just really block a bunch of shit from horrible movies, and that was just a horrible movie.
It's terrible.
So, just out of curiosity, I was curious, what has Christina Hodson written prior to Bumblebee?
Prior?
Prior, yes. No, prior. What were the movies that she did before? Well,
I don't know.
I got you. I got you covered. Don't you worry. I wouldn't ask the question without popping up. Shut in. The Bismarck Thriller with Naomi Watts.
Oh, yeah.
And Jacob Trenway.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That has a good old 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Uh-huh.
That's great. And then Unforgettable. The erotic drama with Katherine Heigl and Rosario Dawson.
And then, Jacob, please explain to our audience what she wrote after Bumblebee.
After Bumblebee, we have Birds of Prey, which I do like. So, you could shit on it, but I do like it.
The writing's not the best.
It's actually pretty great. Actually, I really like the writing. I do. There's one scene, but that doesn't take away for the whole movie.
God, that scene makes me not want to watch the movie at all just because of that one scene.
Wow, you mean you've never heard of Fast Forward?
Yeah. What else did she wrote, Jake?
Oh, and then she has The Flash, which will definitely be delayed.
Let's not talk about delays right now, please.
Well, it's going to be delayed, so yeah. All right, let's review this shit. Let's review it. I'm gonna give it a 4 for effort.
Well, I'm gonna let my brother come to his senses just a little bit, and I'll do mine, and then he can redo his. That's what we're gonna do because I know he's just saying that for saying that. Um, I you saw it through me throughout the entire movie. I absolutely adore this film. This is my second favorite Transformers movie behind the original '86 animated film. That one to me is still the best Transformers movie ever because it's a Transformers movie. We don't rely on humans. It's just a Transformers film. But when it comes to human stories within Transformers, this is the best one. I think all the human characters are great in this movie. There's not one that I don't like to watch on screen, whereas I cannot say that at all for the other five. Um, if the opening was not in this movie, I would still enjoy it as much as I do, simply because of the chemistry between Haley Steinfeld and Bumblebee and the way that Travis Knight's able to give the emotion those really, and I love when he talks about in the interview on the Blu-ray about this movie, is that it's the eyes. It's what he really wanted to focus on with the character, was giving him those big puppy dog eyes, and it instantly, it brings you in when you see those eyes. And that scene where John Cena's character throws Charlie onto the floor and they turn red, you instantly go from, oh, he's adorable, to, God, stay away from me. And they're able to do it that quickly. But that just shows how much you're invested in his character and why you want to see him get his redemption by the end, and how you want to see him, find out who he is and what he needs to do. These are my favorite Decepticons in any Transformers movie, besides Sentinel Prime and Megatron from the Bay stuff. They are well realized. You understand their motivations of why they're doing what they're doing. I think they act like Decepticons more than anything in any of the in any of the other Transformers movies. These feel like Decepticons. They don't just feel like random robots trying to destroy the world. And this is my favorite rendition of Prime. And I know it's only short, but the time that we get with him, he feels like Optimus Prime. He's not like a tyrant who just wants to kill everybody. And I love that. And I find it kind of ironic and perfectly going into the next one that the 4 main robots we see on Cybertron are Brawn, Ratchet, RC, and Wheeljack. Those are the 4 characters we're going to have in Rise of the Beasts. Which I thought was really cool. Like, they're setting stuff up already for we go into the next one. But this got me excited again for another Transformers movie. I haven't been excited for another one in a long time. Yes, those Michael Bay trailers are great, but then when you actually watch the product, the trailer doesn't match the product that you're getting. Especially to the last 2, in my opinion. Those last 2 movies are unwatchable. They're fucking long and they're unwatchable. It's just when I think about the 4th one now, more so than 5, it reminds me a lot of The Matrix, the 4th one that came out this past year, in that it felt like Michael Bay was forced into doing 4. He didn't want to do it, and he could tell.
I just disagree.
That's just, yeah. But back to, I think the action is directed really well. I think the direction's really good. I think the screenplay is really strong. It's a great 80s coming of age story, and the script fits that really, really well. I think the parents are great in this. I like the little brother a lot. But it's just a good time. Like, this is a movie I would love to show to my little sister someday, because I know she would get a kick out of it. I think this would be something that me and her could actually sit down and enjoy together. I could not sit her through the first 5. I don't think I could. I don't think she would enjoy them. I think they're too confusing. They're all over the place, really, really convoluted. And the biggest highlight I can give this movie is that the Transformers, when they transform, I understand where parts are going. In the Michael Bay movies, you have no idea what's going where, and you don't know how the robots come out of it. And that's why Transformers 4 bothered me so much, because when Transformers 4 and Optimus Prime, when he transforms from his Western Star truck into the robot, there's no truck parts at all on that robot when he's done. And to me, that instantly takes away the fact that he's a Transformer. He's not a Transformer. He's just a walking robot at that point. And that's why I love the designs in this movie, like especially on the triple changers, on Shatter and Dropkick. You can see the blades from the propeller on the helicopter, but also the tires from the car, so you can visibly see what's what on the robot. And they're not complicated and over transformed. They're just simplistic and perfect, and that's what I loved about it. I'm very upset that Travis is not coming back for 7. I wish he would, but I understand why. Um, the director they have for 7, I like. I think he'll do really, really well with the project. And Anthony Ramos is having one hell of a year, and I'm very, very excited to see him take on a role within this universe and see what they do with him. So, yeah, no, this is one of my favorite movies. This is easily in my top 30 films of all time. Easily in my top 30. I love this movie. It would probably get a 9 out of 10. There are some little nitpicks, but it's not enough to make me hate the movie. It would get to a 10 if certain character choices weren't done, and certain things that take you out of the movie, like specifically the dive at the end. I understand where it's coming from a character standpoint. She would have died at the height of a dive. There was a bunch of debris in that water. She would have hit something going down.
Zachary, if we're gonna start talking about would she have died there, then we should bring up like the 97 other moments in the movie where she would have definitely died. Like I don't really think that's really fair to the movie to start bringing logistics into a Transformers film, just because it's a Transformers film.
But my other issue with the movie is I agree with Charlie on this point in that her family is trying to force her into something, and I really wish by the end of the film, I mean they do, but at the time where she needed them to believe her the most, they don't. And I don't know. I feel like they ran that kind of mental thing into the ground a lot. Uh, but other than that, nah, this gets a 9. I love this movie. So Jacob, what's your actual score and opinion, and not one just to make me aggravated?
Oh, okay. So it's a mixed bag for me personally. I don't think the whole thing's great. Actually, I think there's a lot of parts of it that don't really work for me.
Like what?
Honestly, like the relationship, I think is a pretty horrible.
Between who?
Between her and the guy
Oh, Memo.
feels very forced. And
I agree.
also, it's very. I don't know. It's either like you're gonna do it or you're not going to do it, and they couldn't choose. And it actually made her seem much more like a jerk by the end of the movie because she was just tagging him along for the rest of the ride, and I think it's really rude and mean. So that's rubbed me the wrong way since I first saw it. I think the action is shot well, but I do think they made him too much of a puppy dog. So I did think it took out a lot of the emotional impacts. I never once believed that he was real because of how much of a dog he was. So that was a problem for me. I can understand why you want to do it that way. It's well received and a lot of other things. But I feel that way with the same thing with How to Train Your Dragon and stuff. Like, I never once feel a connection. Like, it's like, I want to protect you because you're my pet. But that's, where the line kind of, falls. Haley Seinfeld does a great job. Obviously, she is put with a interesting character. Charlie, for the most part, is pretty unlikable to an extent, but that's also because of her circumstances. But there is no real character growth except for her and Bumblebee. By the end of the movie, there is no family growth. There is no anything else. And so on that forefront, the screenwriting was let down. Then you have John.
I could disagree with that. I think by the end of the film, her relationship with both her brother and her stepfather, I think, is a little bit better than it was at the beginning of the movie.
I don't agree. And then you have John Cena, who was great. I enjoyed him, but I think it just muddled down the film a little too much in things. I don't really know how necessary his character was by the end of the movie. It just was another problem to be had. So overall, I'd give it like a 7 or something like that. It's good, if you want to watch it. I don't think you're going to be bored during it at any point. It's a fun romp, but like it's wouldn't be something I'm going to turn on every single day.
So let me ask you a real question. Would you recommend this over any other one that's been released, or would you recommend any of the other Michael Bay movies over this one?
Now, I think I'd recommend other Transformer films as well as this one, not over this one.
You're walking around my question here.
Well, yeah, because I don't have a favorite, so I'd recommend several of them. And I don't,
You have a favorite. We talk about that favorite a lot.
no, I actually don't have a favorite.
You love Revenge of the Fallen.
No, I like to say I like Revenge of the Fallen because it
What?
pisses you off, so
Oh,
it's fun. So, yeah, it's actually been like 10 years since I've seen Revenge of the Fallen,
see,
so like
that one would be a lot more fun than the last night.
I should probably give it a rewatch before I
I,
declare anything.
I think that'd be a
Now,
lot.
Transformers 4, I
Whew.
saw 8 times in theaters. So I feel like it has to be somewhere on that list of
List.
recommendation just because I saw it so many times.
I saw
Like,
it 6.
so many times.
I think for me at that point, when it came to Age of Extinction, was the fact that I was seeing Dinobots on screen for the first time, and we hadn't had like a 3-hour Transformer movie before at that point, and so it was adding into the anticipation of like just sitting there and just enjoying it.
I would also have to say that, if you don't grow up in a family where Transformers are just like everywhere, I think these movies would be a lot more enjoyable and fun. But I did grow up in a family, i.e. Zachary, where Transformers were literally everywhere. Every other line that came out of his mouth for like 6 years was Transformers this. Did you hear about Transformers that? Transformers. So it really does bog down the films itself. So it does end up hurting the experience overall. Because I don't really think the Michael Bay films are that bad. I think some of the directing choices are a bit questionable, obviously. And there's a lot of things that didn't age well because they're so raunchy. That was a choice to make them as raunchy as they are. And so I guess that regard also, with some of the allegations and stuff that have come up over the past like 5 years or so, especially on set for Transformers specifically,
Revenge of the
and
Fallen.
what is real, what isn't, it makes it a very hard line to walk.
Yeah.
So they're hard. So I think this is the safest bet.
Yes, I can. Now, I don't want to diss on all 5. I think if you watch any of the original ones, for me, I would go to 1 or 3. I think one's a safe one because it's the first time you ever see them on screen, and no matter how much shit I give the latter half of that saga, that first one, man, he does a good job. Like he understands what he's doing, and that final battle in that little area they do the final battle in is great. I love all the stuff in that final battle. And then 3, I think he hit his stride. I think everything was just working on the right tune in Dark of the Moon, leading into my favorite final battle in any sci-fi film with a Chicago fight.
I think for Dark of the Moon specifically, I think the first half is pretty unwatchable for Dark of the Moon. But
like how far into it would you say it turns? Like after she gets captured by Soundwave?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. But I gotta say the second half of the movie, which is majority of action sequences, what's get real here, is much more enjoyable. I have a strong feeling the reason why this movie didn't do well is because there is not many action sequences. There's only like 2 or 3 in the entire film. They're great. Don't get me wrong. They are great. I wasn't saying that.
But it's a lot of talking.
But it's a lot of talking.
Man.
And
what movie came out in 2021 with a lot of talking and like 2 or 3 action scenes did not do well with the critics? Man, what am I thinking of? Some Marvel movie that came out in November with lack of action and a lot of talking.
I feel like Eternals had a lot of action.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
I feel like Eternals had a lot of action.
They had 2 big fights and a bunch of mini ones.
Yeah, I like mini fights. It's a great show.
But to me,
the powers. It's
what I think the action in pretty much all the other ones is that he's so focused on the big explosion scenes and a lot of slow.
Well, I understand why people don't enjoy that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you're paying to go see, like, you're paying for the spectacle, which every Transformers movie that have made $1 billion, which is almost all of them, you paid for the spectacle and you got rewarded for the spectacle. Sure, the story was a bit questionable 97% of the time, but also you're sitting down to watch a Transformers film. I'm sorry. It's just, what it is.
The other way I can get to test to that is that the Michael Bay movies feel more like human films with Transformers as side parts, whereas this movie, there's a Transformer consistently going on screen the entire time. A lot of Transformers 2 through 5 are just a lot of the humans being together with no other robots around. And my biggest issue with the Michael Bay movies was that you see a lot more human kills on Transformers, whereas in this movie, a Transformer kills a Transformer. No human kills a Transformer. And to me, that works better because I don't want to see Sam Witwicky kill Starscream. That should be a moment for Ironhide or a moment for Ratchet. That should be a moment for Sam. And I like the fact that Bumblebee got both of them. Like that was his moment to shine in the Autobots Resistance eyes, and he got that moment. You can't have that for a human. And so that instantly takes me out of the stakes when it's just a bunch of military bringing these things down. When in this movie, it's just a robot versus a robot. But, differences are differences. Difference of opinion. I respect that. I like the fact that you're being, because a lot of people like the puppy dog things, but I know a lot of people that don't like the puppy dog aspect of this movie, and that it takes him out of the movie because he's so much like an animal, and that he doesn't really do anything for himself. Like that entire scene where he destroys the house, most people don't like that scene because it's not something you would typically see in a Transformers film. So I completely get what you're saying. Absolutely.
I was more just like saying that, like, for a Transformers film, you can still be a lighthearted, fun, having a great message.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the action, you're going to impress the people. And maybe that's what they're trying to do. I mean, Transformers was pretty much in a rut.
Yeah.
They were making $1 billion a picture, but everybody truly hated them. It was like a hate-watch experience all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
And so, more than likely, what they're probably thinking, well, let's make a movie that's going to please the people who hate it. And instead of making a movie that will make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I have a very strong feeling the new Transformers is going to do the exact opposite of that, where people are going to hate it.
I don't think so.
But it's going to make a lot of money.
See, that's where
but also, if it doesn't make a lot of money, I don't know how many more Transformers films we would get.
I completely agree with that. I do, but I don't think they're going to go down that route. I think they're going to look at the numbers aren't great for Bumblebee. I know that from a financial point of view. Absolutely, it did not do well box office wise. But when you look at the overall critics and audiences score on Rotten Tomatoes, I think Paramount's going to look at those numbers and go, okay, so how do we keep this consistent, but also make sure it can rack in the numbers? I think they can probably blend the two with 7. I think they can have the action that you're looking for whilst also giving us a good story. What I think also worked in this movie's favor was that we're not having the same person do it over and over and over and over again. And you can feel it through Michael Bay and his directing that he is tired of doing the same thing over and over again. And so I like the fact that Travis, whereas I'm sad that he's not doing it, I'm glad he's not doing another one because I don't want to see him get tired of doing it. I'm glad they're passing the batons to another director. And I kind of hope they do that constantly with this series because I like getting fresh eyes on this franchise, and continuing doing that, I think will honestly help the franchise going forward as a whole and not just sticking with one person. It works out better in that way, like with Spider-Man. John Watts, he consistently enjoyed making those movies. That's why they all 3 turned out so good.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I understand what you're saying and stuff. I think the big takeaway is that probably should go back to a longer film, so you can have both the story and the action. Because ultimately, with a shorter film, you're going to end up losing something in between.
Yeah.
And
that's for sure.
For Hollywood specifically, especially if they're trying to make money back, these movies are not exactly the cheapest things in the world. No. Bumblebee definitely didn't do as well as the other ones, but because it was much cheaper than other, Transformers films, it definitely
It
wasn't
still made
as
a profit,
bad.
didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as a failure, for instance, like The Last Night. The Last Night still made $1 billion, but it still came in under what it was expected to make,
To do.
which is,
Insane to
that's
say.
that's crazy. So, hold on. Sorry,
Oh, you're good.
got distracted. So yeah, I think that's a big reason. Yeah. Oh, Zachary,
What?
I think I know what you're going to be buying here soon.
Wait, we got breaking news?
No, not breaking news. Just more releases. All right, that's okay. It's not breaking news. We don't need to talk about it on the
Oh,
podcast.
okay. Well, you tell me after we're done.
All right, let's go to the next movie commentary, which is Jacob's choice.
Mm-hmm.
I have two choices. I've already posted one, so we'll probably end up doing that one since I already did,
But you have
prematurely
time.
announce it. That was a choice Jacob made. I do want to watch Free Guy, but I was also thinking maybe A Quiet Place Part 2 for a movie comment. It's going to be one or the other for my birthday commentary. I'm not sure
We'll
which
know.
one yet.
We'll know. Will we know by Saturday?
We will know by Saturday. Yes, I will announce it in the podcast, and it'll be up on the channel. Because we should have a date before then. So
Yeah.
and then the next movie will be a trash movie.
And Jacob's already picked that one.
And we're not going to announce that one just yet. And then hopefully the one
Boy, oh
after
boy,
that.
are we in for a treat when it gets to that one.
And the next one after that might be trash, but also it might not be trash. We haven't decided yet. We're not really sure where we land.
Well, I feel like if we're gonna do that, I feel like if you pick a trash movie, then I get to pick a trash movie.
Nah, I mean, I think we both equally agreed on this trash movie, this first
That's
one.
true.
So, no one really picked it. So,
Much like the twins in the movie, we kind of equal on it.
I have no idea what that even means, but okay, we'll get there. All right. Thank you for watching. Zachary, say your outro.
As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, rate, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you can see when all of our videos go live. As per usual, we're going into the awards season. We will be covering the Oscars when that stuff gets announced. Next year, we will probably hopefully plan on covering the Critics' Choice Awards. So make sure to stay tuned with that. But, award season's coming up for you audio guys. Get ready. We'll have a lot of stuff for you coming in the coming months. We will see you guys on Saturday for the next podcast or when it gets uploaded or whatever. And we'll see you guys also for Free Guy. As always, peace.
Hi, Peyton. It's over. Yeah, it would be done. Sorry.